Hello, this is Paranormal Short Session 8 by Keith Evans on the Rooftop. I'm going to be using my Ovilus Vb. I have a question for the ghosts and spirits. Do you like cloudy days? John, wow. Hi, John. I'm Keith Evans. Nice to meet you. John, wow. I'm going to be utilizing this for social media, so if you do not want to be on social media, please don't choose a word from my Ovilus Vb. Let me see, John. I think yesterday I talked to a Johnny, but the voice sounds different. Your voice sounds lower, and even though I don't have that to compare, I'd have to go back and look at the tape or look at the YouTube video to see if Johnny and John's have the same type voice. John and Weil. I get a lot of words like while, and I'm not sure. The question I asked was, do you like cloudy days? Most people don't. But John, Weil, I don't know if you're saying you haven't seen a cloudy day in a while. Is it true that ghosts and spirits have detect the same amount of light on a cloudy day or at night or at sunlight? For a ghost or spirit, it all seems to be the same. It's the same amount of luminescence. Is that true, John? Do you know? Where a living person can detect, the difference between a cloudy day, a sunlit day with blue sky, and a night without any sun, but a full moon, as compared to a night without a full moon where it's very dark out. I guess that's a hard question to answer, huh? Well, I don't think it's going to rain. If you look at the cloud cover is very light. You can see blue sky through it in some places. So, anyway, John, what would you like to talk about? John, I got the word murder a couple of times at this location. Do you know anything about that? I think I also got movie. Were they talking about a murder on a movie? And if so, which movie were they talking about? I haven't seen a lot of movies, but in a lot of movies I've seen, I don't even remember the titles of the movies. But anyway, if you know what movie they're talking about, could you give me the full title of that movie if you have enough energy? Well, I don't know if I'm going to be getting much today on the Ovilus Vb. Sometimes I think that ghosts and spirits travel along the coast, and they're just enjoying the sights of traveling along the coast, and they're not really planning to stay in one spot very long. Okay, would anyone else like to talk to me that's present? I'd like to hear from you. I'll tell you one thing. I try to walk 3 times a day because my circulation is bad, and it definitely helps my circulation. And these cold days are wonderful. I can walk, 45 to 60 minutes 3 times a day, and I don't even need a nap when it's this cool. When the sun is out, it just drains all of my energy. Kind of like sometimes the way, ghosts of spirits drain your energy when you're doing a paranormal session. So, anyway, yesterday I think Johnny, Tina, and Tim, I got those names on the Ovilus Vb. And yesterday I was working on Paranormal Short Session 7 on top of the roof. So far today on Paranormal Short Session 8 on top of the roof, or on the rooftop, I've only gotten 2 words: John, spelled John, and Weil, spelled While. I don't know if John's saying that I haven't seen him in a while, or he hasn't seen me in a while. John is a popular name, especially in the USA. So over the years, I've probably known a lot of Johns. I don't think I've had any family members that were named John, so that connection would be out. I know like famous people like John Lennon, or the singer. He was 1/4 of the Beatles back in the 60s and 1970 when they broke up. But anyway, if you're a ghost of spirit and you're in the area, please tell me what your name is. You don't have to have communicated with me before or anything. Well, it is cool out. There's a breeze, but it's not real breezy. I would say it's probably maybe 5 miles per hour breeze. Even though it's a cool day, I would imagine it's about in the lower 70s. It's not cool enough where you need a jacket. When you do a walk, you don't even sweat, so it's nice. Very nice weather. And even though I enjoy sunny days, and a lot of times in Florida you have those sunny days where there's nothing but blue sky, but it's also nice to have a day where you have cloud cover and it's cool out and it feels cool. You can actually take a walk along the beach and not worry about getting a sunburn or a suntan. So that's what I like about a cloudy day. Other than that, I'd rather have the blue sky. What about you, John? What do you prefer? I noticed today while I was walking, some people already have their Christmas decorations up. there's not much of a sunset tonight because of the cloud cover. Alright, I'll start from the south and work my way over to the west. Alright. Some people have the Christmas lights on already and it's not dark yet. I don't know if they got them set on the timer or not. What do you think, John? Pinkie! All right, Pinkie. I haven't heard from you in a long time. I first got Pinkie's name probably as early as 2012 when I was doing paranormal research in Apalachicola. My theory is that Pinkie is a cat. Pinkie, are you a cat, or am I totally wrong about that? And Pinkie is spelled Pinkie. That's pretty cool. I think the two words Norman, or two names Norman and Pinkie, are two of the reoccurring names that I first got when I was in Apalachicola, Florida, doing paranormal research as early as 2012, because that's the year that I got my first Ovilus, the Ovilus Vb. That's pretty cool. I'm glad to hear from you, Pinkie. I hope you're doing well. You have any questions for me today, Pinkie? Not much of a sunset. I think that the Ovilus Vb just requires way too much energy for a ghost or spirit to talk in sentences. And I think that if there are multiple ghosts or spirits, there might be competition to utilize the Ovilus Vb. And sometimes I worry that there might be a bottleneck at the mechanism to trigger a word, because there might be ghosts and spirits kind of stampeding to choose a word, and then no ghost or spirit gets to choose a word. That's just my theory, but sometimes I think that goes on. Yeah, even if there's not much paranormal activity, at least if you're watching at home, you get to see views of the Gulf Coast. And I'm sure the people at home, if they haven't been watching all of my paranormal sessions, they may have never seen Pinkie's word before. Metaphysics, I get that a lot. Metaphysics is spelled METAPHYSICS. Chain is spelled CHAIN. And stop, STOP. You want me to stop spelling the words? No, I guess it might be unnecessary, but I do it out of habit, because when you're writing a book, sometimes there's different variations of the word, and if you spell it out, you got a certain variation. I guess since people can actually see it while it's happening, you don't need to spell it out. So that might be good advice. We'll see. I might start doing that. Metaphysical is probably anything dealing with the paranormal. I guess one could consider to be metaphysical. Chain. I don't know what is meant by chain. Stop could be, stop spelling the words after they come up on the Ovilus Vb. Well, I'd like to thank all my subscribers for subscribing to my YouTube channel, Paranormal Short Sessions by Keith Evans. I certainly do appreciate it. I know this is a different type of paranormal. I'm not solving any problem, and I run across good ghosts, so usually they're not even known to their owners because they're such accommodating entities or people who were once alive. So I want to thank everyone again for watching, and I'm hoping usually when I stop filming I get a bombardment of words on the Ovilus 5. I usually like to take one still picture of the words that are up right now when I end the session, and usually before I can take a still picture, I get more words. And it just seems like there are a mix of ghosts and spirits that don't want what they say to be filmed, and they wait until I stop. But usually I'm going to take a picture of what I can, unless they rattle the words off too fast. So I'm going to ask, if there's any ghosts or spirits that would like to say something else. I'm probably going to end pretty soon. I doubt if I go over 20 minutes. Let me see. I have another question here. Well, my question is there anyone else that would like to say something to me? It won't hurt you to be on social media. Now, I don't know what constraints you have. Maybe God says, hey, you're a ghost or spirit. I'll let you leave heaven and come to earth, but you can't leave any evidence behind that you were there. If you're under those constraints, then, you got to honor what God wants you to do or not to do. So, but otherwise, I'd surely like to hear from you. John, I hope you have a good night, and maybe you'll be another reoccurring person that gives me your name, like Pinkie and Norman have been doing for the last, gosh, that's like 9 years. That's pretty cool. See, when you are relatively close to the same spot and you do continuous reoccurring paranormal sessions, you can actually find patterns. Like I found patterns in the fact that Pinkie will give me their name, and Norman will give me his name. So that's pretty cool, I think. I don't know about you people that are watching at home, but I think that's neat. I like that. It's like being visited by an old friend that you haven't seen in years, or at least a couple months. Alright, this is Paranormal Short Session 8 by Keith Evans on the Rooftop. And today is, gosh, I gotta stop and think, Monday, the 6th of December, 2021. I hope everyone has a good night, and if it's not raining tomorrow, hopefully I'll do another short session. Alright, I'm Keith Evans. Have a good night.